Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. They go play action here on first down. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. We look at this Browns defense. They're trying to cover up some holes in the secondary. Right now, bottom 5 in the league against the pass at number 28.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Ready, come back team, Cowboy 80, Panther 11, Panther 11, Buffalo 18. Motion.
Back to throw here. Pass right side, caught by Thornton. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
On the handoff, Watson. And this is going to be a Raiders first down as he's able to get this up past the 40. The Raiders at 4-8 now on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well, because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
19, start.
They'll look to throw now on first down. That's caught. Jack Besh with it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
This is an offense that's near the bottom of the league in rushing, so defensively coming in, you've got to know you're going to see the ball in the air a lot. And that time, it's a completion and a first down on this opening drive.
They'll run for the first time with Ashton Jeanty. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Back to throw. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Browns are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them, and an absolute shock for the quarterback, because he went into it, he saw the numbers we saw, he watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be, but early in this one, advantage defense.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. On play action, they'll throw. That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
You look at this Raiders defense. They come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. David Njoku, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are on the board first here in Vegas. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. They'll get the tight end Bowers involved there. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Well, that one hurts. That wipes away what would have been a big play.
Well, you and I both know coaches aren't real big on silver linings, but at least that play call was a successful one. Now the focus offensively, that goes to overcoming the penalty and making all that yardage back again.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? They'll try and set up the screen to Genty. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Dylan Sampson with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Over the middle, complete. It's Bowers. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 41-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 41. Up the middle, it's Genty. And they give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the back. A nice lane to hit.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6.
Let's go now. 19, charge.
They'll drop the throw. Short throw caught by Bowers. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll leave them with a 3rd and 2.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. It's J.O.K. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah in there for the sack. When you're down a couple of scores like this, CD, you can't afford too many plays that go in the wrong direction like that one.
Yeah, when you take a good look at it broadly, sacks are better than giving up an interception. But where they are on the scoreboard, they've got to get rid of all of that and just create positive plays for themselves in order to have a chance.
And this won't get there, won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Gain of 15. First down, Brown.
Viking 18.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. To the 36-yard line. Stop there.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole.
Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Now a 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Sampson. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 103 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Here we go, here we go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Now a handoff up the middle. Sampson. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
3rd and 5. Up the middle they go. Sampson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Dylan Sampson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Browns take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He throws it on the move but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
Now back to throw. Short throw caught by Bowers. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70, 19 Lions.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Cole now on to punt, and he sends this one away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback.
Ready?
The Browns drive about to get started. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their fourth possession. Touchdowns on their first three possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Come on, come on.
They'll keep it on the ground. Sampson. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
They'll look to throw here. He'll try and do this himself. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one, because they took away his arm, but he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that first down pickup.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Second and 15. A quick throw caught out wide by Judy. They'll give him 4 yards there. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
Brings up 3rd and 10.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And a good result there as that'll get out of bounds and pin them back at their 10-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
This is caught by Tucker. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Ready.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. They'll get this out to Genty. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
First down. First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
On the set.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
Panther 60. Panther 60.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
That's complete yet again to Thornton.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down.
At the 16-yard line.
Come on. Set. Cowboy 80. Ready.
They'll look to throw again. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Thornton. So the completion good for just 3. And that will bring up second down.
A 3-yard pickup.
And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7.
Ready. Drop. Viking 18. Go.
Back to throw again. Touchdown!
Brock Bowers.
In the final seconds of the first half. And the Raiders go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And he returns this to the 22.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just 1 snap of the football.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's going to lose yardage, not that it matters, as the final seconds tick away. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Now a 2nd and 2.
He'll look to throw.
He'll swing this out to Sampson.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
First down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They'll try the left side. Sampson. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Christian Wilkins there defensively for the stop.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
Here we go.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Showed the nice footwork and then hit and dropped shy of the 45. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch. Normally, he's a sure-handed target.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Here we go.
They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Raider D, they get the football back. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They'll start on the ground with Ginty. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss.
18 Cardinal.
They'll set up a throw. Completes this one to Thornton. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw here. That is caught. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
3rd quarter from Southern Nevada. Here's a 2nd and 10. A run straight ahead with Ginty.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the 1st.
Mustang 19. 19 tight.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
He'll look to throw.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And the Browns will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. They'll set up to throw.
They'll get this into the hands of Sampson.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there.
It's a gain of 23 yards. And the Browns' 1st down.
They'll run on 1st down. Sampson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
2nd and a couple.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
They'll keep it on the ground. Sampson. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try the left side. Sampson. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. They'll try and run for it. He's been tough for this defense to handle, over 100 yards. You kind of knew that they were going to him on that play, didn't you?
They certainly did. That's one of those situations where you simply say, my best runner over my best blockers, let's go ahead and pick it up. And I don't care if they know it on the other side. Here we come, and they got it done.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Viking,
Now a handoff up the middle. Sampson. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that 1st down carry.
$38-yard line, 2nd and 9.
60.
Oh, they go with a tight end carry. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Well, they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a 1st here on 3rd down. Slot man moves right. On 3rd down, Sampson. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt.
That also a career-long kick for the veteran, Charles.
Yeah, how about what he just got done there? We always knew he had a big leg, but how about everything coming together perfectly on that one? Great leg swing, and bang that one through.
And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They go play action here on 1st down.
That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down.
On the jump. Trap 60. 19, Charger, 19.
Back to throw.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down. Following the play here, now we've got an injury. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And his first throw since coming in is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
On the give, Genty. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
They'll drop to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Bowers.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Genty is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
Second and goal at the 4-yard line.
Come on. Hey, go.
They're going to look to throw. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Pass to 60. Pass to 60.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So now fourth and goal. You're trailing by a decent amount here. What are you doing, Coach Davis?
Well, I've got to think to myself, just how many more opportunities am I going to have this close and have this chance? I've got to go for it right here. The clock's dwindling on me. Let's go get it done.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cop, Cup 19, Cup 19.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up on fourth and goal from the 4, and the Browns are able to come up with a goal line stand. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Second down and 8.
60 Eagles.
They'll keep it on the ground. Sampson. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up third and about 6. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going. The Browns on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be third and 6. Now back to throw. He'll try and do this himself. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
And here comes Westbrook. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And we have reached the 2-minute warning. So first and 10 now from the 30. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. He'll drop to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to Genty. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score.
They'll look to throw here. Hard throw, incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Trap 60, trap 60.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they got it going today.
The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
And they take a knee. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.